Hey guys, I'm back at it again. So I decided to do something a little different for this one. I usually do scripts and I think about what I want to say and blah blah blah. For the next, well, I guess just this one video since I honestly have no idea how long it will be, along with I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about, but this is unscripted, obviously. And the reason for that is because the next set of games I would be talking about is going to be Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of a bonus game at the end, which honestly has no connection to the previous three, aside from me just thinking, well, why not make the video a little bit more longer than it is right now? I'm talking about Donkey Kong from the arcade games, where, fun fact, just to throw this in there, this was Mario's first game and first just ever appearance in anything, really. In fact, it was so early in his career that he had a completely different fucking name. I guess he just thought Jumpman didn't really roll off the tongue that well, so he went ahead and went with Mario instead. But yeah, honestly, when you look at official artwork of this game, Mario definitely looks like a completely different fucker. I've heard shit like, oh, he's like the father of Mario or something. I don't know, some really crazy shit. But never mind that. There is a trilogy of this series, but each game is more or less the same. Maybe different mechanics here and there, but overall, basically, if you played one, you kind of played all three. Kind of, sort of, not really. I don't know why I'm saying this. The whole story is just, well, for one, Donkey Kong, who also makes his first appearance, and fun fact, he was gonna get sued and cost Nintendo millions because his name was Donkey Kong, remnants of King Kong. But luckily, Kirby, nope, not that Kirby, but this Kirby was there to save the day. And I'll explain more on that whenever I do eventually go and talk about Kirby, but who knows when that will be. But this giant gorilla decides to take not Princess Peach but Pauline, and your mission is to save her, jumping off of barrels and pretty much dodging living fire. And mind you, this man is named Jumpman. And mind you, if he falls more than 2 feet, he will fucking die. Can you imagine this? Holy shit, this man is absolute garbage. I guess his knees are just really that bad. These games are very based off the fact that you play it more and more, trying to get a higher and higher score, and never really having an ending to them besides you beating Donkey Kong, at least in the first game. And for two is a little bit different. You actually play as not Mario this time. You actually have to defeat Mario since in this game he actually wised up and caged the beast. And you're actually playing as Donkey Kong Jr., who, fun fact as well, this is not the Donkey Kong that we actually know in Donkey Kong Country 1 to 3 and any other future Donkey Kong game. This is actually a different Donkey Kong. This is actually that Donkey Kong's dad. And the Donkey Kong that's actually in the cage is none other than Cranky Kong, who is also from the country games and any other future Kong game. I don't know if I'll ever talk about this again during the country games since, spoiler alert, I will be talking about them in the next video. That's basically Donkey Kong's dad, which honestly it's a little bit confusing, but once you understand it, you understand it. And you're just tasked with, well, saving Cranky in this case. But the gimmick for this one is you just climbing vines and actually going up them, going down them, and a little bit of a cool mechanic is if you actually grab two vines, you go up faster, but if you grab one vine and go down, you go way faster than rather grabbing two and going down. Honestly, playing a little bit more different, instead of more of a vertical gameplay, is more of a horizontal gameplay. And honestly, I kind of enjoyed this one the most, in my opinion. I don't know. It's a little bit tied for 2 and 3, which for 3 is the odd one out, kinda, since it's not anything like 1 or even 2. You actually play as Mario, this time fighting DK again, using bug spray because you have to protect these plants and these bugs come and I don't know. Like a lot of shit happens. I don't know any of the context, nor will I look it up since I think it's just funnier watching Mario pull out bug spray and just kill these bugs while also trying to fight off DK and shooting it up his ass. All these games are honestly okay. I mean, I don't really recommend them that much since, well, for the first Donkey Kong game, it's actually kind of a remake, I guess you could say, on the Game Boy Advance, which is way fucking better than the arcade version, adding new mechanics and just overall polish, while 1 and 2 and 3 are fun to say you played and fun to actually go back onto if you're more of a nostalgialist. But other than that, there's really no reason to go back to these since there is nothing really to them, especially if you're actually good at playing them. Because as soon as you beat it, well, that's really about it. And yes, it will keep on going, but it's just more for score points, which they were playing this on the Nintendo Switch. Who the fuck cares? Because who's gonna be who's gonna be going to your house and being like, "Let me see your score of Donkey Kong 1 arcade." But that's just me. Now, as for the bonus game, honestly, I probably should have covered this first before I actually did Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. But hey, I guess we're here now, so fuck it. Super Mario Bros., which, honestly, going by the name, it's nothing like Super Mario Bros. 1. It's actually just following Mario and Luigi doing, well, actual plumber shit. Showcase it, but he is a plumber, so it's actually kind of fun seeing him actually doing plumber shit, like cleaning out these pipes. But the most unplumber like thing is him finding these fucking crabs, bugs, and whatever the fuck nonsense is in these pipes as well. Just doing his best to fucking survive, man. Like, look at this shit. Goddamn. And mind you, I have no idea if this has an end. I played it for like, I think 10 minutes straight. And I kept on going up, up, and up until I finally decided, well, maybe it's just one of those like Pac-Man situations where it's kind of never ending until you glitch it. But if there is an ending, I didn't have enough patience to go through it since, honestly, playing it with 1 minute was all I needed to actually talk about the game itself. Since, much like Donkey Kong Arcade Trilogy, it's not exactly all there. You do wish that there was more variety in it, at least more content in it, but sadly, it's just a one trick pony, and that's about it. Maybe spicing it up here and there, but never really changing the formula, and honestly, just making you feel very repetitive playing it for more than 1 minute straight. Most of these NES games, especially the early ones, are very much like that, just more of a score based game rather than an actual game, much like the Zelda series, Kirby series, or even Mario series itself. It must have been super fun to actually play these back in the day, but honestly now, I mean, there's no real point to go back to these games. At least they get 4 games I decided to pick on since there's really nothing to them. So Lando! It does feel a bit weird since it's a very out of order video, but I did want to kind of make this a little bit of a short and whatever type video since, well, it's been more than a week, I believe, since I've uploaded it, as well as I kind of wanted to get these games out of the way since I don't really want to talk about them in the first place. So, I guess I can check it off my list. Well, have a good morning, good night, wherever you're at. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And next time, I will actually be doing a more of a proper video like I usually do, following the Donkey Kong Country games. So until then, peace.